The village deep in the forest. Late one evening, outside the Brop village, nestled under the towering, ancient trees of the majestic Lin Mountaina, mountain that spans the provinces of Kontum and Quangnam, known for its rare and mysterious natural treasures. Still unexplained by science, there is another secret. In this dark, remote place lie countless restless souls, victims of their own dreams of wealth. Dreams of finding Kainam, a rare type of Agarwood, to change their lives. In the gathering ground of Brop village, a small village of a remnant group of mountains, people from decades past. There is no electricity, no cultural exchange, no contact with the outside world. The villagers live by hunting, gathering, and self-sufficiency, with their own way of life. The village had always been peaceful, flowing quietly with the passage of time. However, recently, they noticed many strangers lingering near the forests close to their village. The villagers wanted nothing more than to continue their peaceful existence without interference from outsiders. The only path into the village is a narrow trail, and the only person who regularly leaves the village taking nearly a week on foot to reach the outside world is the village chief, Ken. To reach this village, one must be familiar with the surrounding mountains, as the path is so treacherous that no human foot has treaded it for years, with sheer cliffs that test the courage of even the most seasoned forest-goer. Tonight, the village convenes to discuss the presence of these strangers near their home. The villagers hold in high regard their chief, Ken, who is not only the village leader, but also the shaman. Thus, they both listen to and fear him. Standing on a high wooden platform, Ken addresses the village. Lately, there have been many strangers wandering around our village. I fear they may soon discover our village's sacred relic. What do you all think? The villagers, who have lived their entire lives in the forest and are disconnected from the outside world, have a warlike and ruthless nature. One man stands up and speaks. If strangers enter our village and take our sacred relic, the spirits will punish us. I suggest that anyone who violates our land should be killed and offered to the spirits to protect our village from outsiders. After this, many men in the village stand up and shout in unison, "Kill them and offer them to the spirits. Offer them to our sacred relic. Kill them and offer them to the spirits. Spirits, grant us the strength to repel these invaders." Someone shout, and the villagers, one by one, stand up and kneel down, bowing towards the ancient forest behind them, the direction where the village's sacred relic resides. This is their faith and their spirit. Hearing the villagers' opinions, Ken shouts, "Since everyone agrees to kill those who invade our village, tonight we will hunt. Who will follow me?" The strong men in the village shout again, "Me, me, and me too." The women return to their homes. The night grows cold, with dew already falling, and the sky is pitch black. Venturing into the forest, one can see nothing. But this is the perfect time to kill. Ken returns home to prepare. Pushing open the creaking door of his rattan-woven stilt house, from a dark corner of Ken's house comes a murmuring sound, as if someone is talking. These are the protective spirits Ken keeps to watch over his home. Hearing their whispers, Ken says, "Tonight, I have some business to attend to outside. You all stay here and guard my home." After speaking, Ken approaches an altar still heavy with the scent of incense. A smoky haze drifts from the altar, where a demonic statue with two glowing red eyes seems to inhale the smoke before exhaling it like someone smoking a cigarette. Ken kneels and speaks. "May the spirits grant me the strength of a leopard. Of a tiger, grant me the speed of the wind, so that tonight I may hunt down those who have invaded our village." As he finishes his prayer, a dense white smoke emanates from the mouth of the demonic statue, enveloping Ken and seemingly merging with him. His eyes, which were normal, suddenly glow red before the light fades. Ken grins menacingly in the dark before quickly disappearing. After receiving the spirit's blessing, Ken descends from his stilt house, goes to the chicken coop, grabs 2 chickens, and heads straight down the path behind the mountain. The air behind the mountain is foul and stench-filled, and the sound of heavy breathing can be heard. Hearing footsteps, the creature lets out a low growl. Ken speaks. "Abu, it's me. Today, I'm taking you out for some fresh meat." After this, Ken enters a nearby forest and returns shortly after. Following him is a striped tiger with terrifying red eyes, holding a chicken in its mouth, blood dripping in a steady stream. This tiger, Abu, is Ken's and the Brap village's treasure. Ken had rescued it years ago from a deep forest and brought it back. Since then, the villagers have brought live food and fresh blood to feed this tiger. But it only listens to Ken. The other villagers dare not approach it. Ken and the tiger leave the village gate, where over 20 strong men are already gathered. Standing in the darkness under the ancient trees, only the villagers can recognize each other in such darkness. When Ken and Abu arrive, the villagers emerge from the shadows, carrying crossbows, bows, and spears. Ken asks, "Is everyone here?" One man steps forward and replies, "Yes, village chief, we are all here, just waiting for your command." Ken looks back and nods. "All right, tonight we must kill all those who have invaded our land. Let's go." He releases the tiger into the darkness, where it quickly disappears. The men also release their hunting dogs, which they've trained for a long time. And the dogs, like the tiger, vanish into the night. The group splits up under the dense forest canopy, and around midnight, Ken signals them to stop. Ahead, they spot a faint firelight flickering in the vast forest. At last, they have found their targets. This group is made up of people searching for Agarwood, who had traveled from Kontam to reach this area. They had been on the move for a month, and their supplies were nearly depleted. Fortunately, today they found a large piece of Agarwood. However, divided among 6 people, it wasn't much. One of the group, whom we'll call the leader, took advantage of the others' rest to say, "Today we found Agarwood. For many years, no one has dared to venture into this dense forest. His mother is sick at home, so if he wants to go back now, we should give him 1/3 of the Agarwood. It's a token to help him pay for her treatment. What do you all think?" The other 4 members of the group, after hearing Nam's proposal, nodded in agreement. One of them, moved by the gesture, stood up and said, "Yes, whatever Nam says, we agree with. If it weren't for him leading us, we wouldn't have found this Agarwood. Now, wherever he says to go, we'll follow him." After he spoke, the others also voiced their agreement. Vin, feeling the warmth of his companion's generosity, spoke up. "I can't accept this. We all worked hard for a month, climbing mountains and crossing rivers to get here. How can I take all the credit?" Nam reassured him. "Just take it, Vin. This is our gift to you. Go home, buy medicine, and take care of your mother. Once she's better, and if we're still around, we'll go search for more Agarwood together. For now, it's late. Let's all get some rest. We'll go deeper into the forest tomorrow, and Vin, rest up so you can start your journey home in the morning. Also, send my regards to my wife. Tell her I'm doing well." Nam then divided the Agarwood into 3 equal parts, giving one to Vin and storing the other 2. By the flickering firelight, they shared a final drink before retreating to their tents to rest, unaware that just a short distance away, 20 pairs of eyes were watching them closely, accompanied by Episode 2, will coming up on Sunday night.